Yo, what up? Welcome to Mo Boxing No Problem. I'm Jose Manuel Jr. and I'm joined by a special guest. We got a pro boxer from Stockton, California, 209 in the house, Irving
Yeah,
Xilohua.
yeah.
How's it going,
What's up,
Irving?
brother? Good, man. How are you, bro?
Good, man. Great to see you again.
Yeah. Thank you, bro. Pleasure seeing you again, bro.
Good, man. Well, for first question I got for you, it's I'm sure the question you get asked all the time. It's the most basic boxing question, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
how did you get into boxing?
Well, I started boxing when I was 15, almost 16. Actually, I don't know the exact date, bro. It was August 13, 2013. So,
Yeah.
I started at Cal Street Boxing. I was fighting a lot at school, just getting in trouble, and then one of them saw me fight. And teacher saw me fight, and they were like, you should box, you know what I mean? So that's what I started doing, bro. And I fell in love with it, bro. I'm good at it. I have the talent for it, I have the skill for it. So I stuck to it. I've been consistent for the last 10 plus years, bro. So, I've been blessed and I'm going strong, bro, 4-0.
Yeah, 4-0, making a pro
Yeah,
career and
yeah.
getting paid
Yes,
for it.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. It's a dream come true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
you have a long amateur career, Irving?
I tried to, bro, but we were having some legal issues. So I only had about like, to be honest with you, bro, like maybe 16 fights.
Mm,
So I got a lot of experience from with them great trainers and a lot of sparring. So that's where I got most of my experience from. A lot of people think I have a lot more fights than I actually do, but I only got like 16, 17 fights, bro. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. So you're doing a
Yeah.
lot of the learning in the pro game.
Yeah, yeah, I'm learning on the job, and I'm doing a great job. They're moving me right. I've been gaining a lot of experience on the job. They moved me correctly, so I'm learning a lot within each fight. My last two fights, they gone to distance, and it's been great for me because it really elevated me to the next level with tough opposition.
Yep.
So yeah.
Yeah, and then I see
Um,
you're training with Coach Salas and Team Nasty. How's been
yes, sir.
how's been that experience?
It's been good, man. I've been with Coach Salas for like shit. I'll say like 5 years now, bro. And I learned a lot. I didn't always know how to box. I came in to him just a straight brawler, bro.
Mm,
Even the amateur stuff, a lot of people that on paper I shouldn't have beaten, because they had 60, 80 amateur fights and I had 12, you know what I mean? But I went in there and beat the dog shit out of them just because I had more will, more dog in
yeah.
me. So Coach Salas, he saw it in me and he always liked me, you know what I mean? And then, I was having some time conflict schedules with my old trainer, Coach Don at Cal Street Boxing.
Hmm.
And that's when I talked to Coach Salas. And we made the switch, and it was a great switch, bro. He taught me how to box, so a lot of people they're inspiring. I used to go back and forth with. It got to a point where they were landing a punch on me the whole single round. I learned how to box beautifully.
Hmm.
So I always had the dog in me, but now my skills are up to par. So it's a blessing. It's been
Yeah,
great.
and we're seeing the improvements in your fight. So it's been
Yeah,
a
yeah.
good
Thank you,
fit.
man. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Yeah, and I want
So
go
no,
ahead, Irving.
go ahead, bro.
Yeah, no, I was gonna ask you. I want to take it back to your very first fight, your pro debut. December
Yeah.
17th, 2021, against Luis Montellano. It was
Uh-huh.
a homecoming. You
Yeah,
basically
yeah, yeah.
fighting in Stockton.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, how did it feel? Were you nervous at all?
You know what, bro? I was There's always a little fear. Like everybody feels fear when you fight, right? Anybody
Hmm.
who says they don't, they're lying, bro. You know what I
Hmm.
mean?
Yeah,
Because them thoughts will creep up on you, bro. Like you could just be chilling, be relaxed, and then you'll think, what if I get knocked the fuck out? You know what I mean? Or some shit like that,
yeah.
bro. No, it's normal.
Uh-huh.
That's completely normal. That's what makes you human. That keeps you alive, bro. So I have a lot of confidence just because I know I put in the work. I train really hard with my strength and conditioning, my boxing skills up to par. And I know I have chin, right? I don't get
Hmm.
hit no more like that no more, but I know I have a solid chin. I took some big shots before when I was even the amateurs, I mean, never been hurt. So I have a lot of confidence on going. It's not really cockiness, but I have a lot of confidence in myself and my abilities to my team. So that dude coming to the fight, he was like 7-10, 7 wins, 10 losses. So he had a lot of
Hmm.
experience.
Yeah.
But he when I found him, he didn't look like he did. But yeah, and it's crazy because the very next fight he went the distance with some another great fighter and almost beat him. So yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's funny 'cause I
yeah,
was just watching that fight before this interview too, and like when they announced your name, just the noise from the crowd, like that pop,
yeah, yeah,
it must have felt really good just to have the support of the people in
yeah, yeah.
Stockton.
No, it's a blessing, bro. You know what I mean? I've been very lucky. Shout out to Toscana Boxing Promotions. I've been basically able to build my whole career here in the U.S. in Stockton and Sacramento. You know, so we pulling up to sack almost 150 deep, bro. You know what I mean? So so it's cool. It's cool. We pulling up deep, bro. You know, so it's cool. You know, and then Sacramento's always showing me a lot of love. You know, we do a lot of sparring out there. So I'm cool with the coaches, the fighters. You know, Malachi, all them dudes. You know, we cool. We cool, bro. You know, we putting work together. We spar together, and it's nothing but love and respect. You know.
That's awesome. That actually was one of
Yeah.
my questions because I know this is going to be your second fight in Sacramento here coming up on April 1st, and I know you got a
Yeah.
fan base in NorCal, but you got your hometown people in Stockton. So I was like, how many of them are going to show up in Sacramento? It sounds like it's going to be a lot.
It's gonna be pulling up there, bro. You know what I mean? I got time to chill because it sounds like we like some Oakland Raiders fans, bro. You know what I mean? That's like there was always fights breaking out with my people. I'm like, hey, I gotta chill, bro. Y'all making me look bad, bro. Yeah.
Sweet. Well, talking about your upcoming fight on April 1st, it's Uppercut Promotions here in Sacramento. What can fans expect to see from you?
I've been I've been working with a new strength and conditioning coach since for this fight and my last fight as well. So I've been punching harder and faster than ever before. You know what I mean? My coach seen it. Everybody's seen it. So I'm very excited. You know, I really want like a highlight reel for this fight. You know, I'm punching. I'm just getting better within every fight. You know, and I just want to showcase that to the world. You know,
Yep.
so you can expect fireworks, bro. I'm ready. I'm strong, super strong right now. You know, so I'm excited. I'm excited.
Nice. And your last fight was at 126 pounds, but for this one, are you moving back down to 122?
Yeah. No, that's because that was the last minute fight, bro.
Mhm.
The original dude that was supposed to fight from LA, he had like a shoulder injury or something, so
Mm.
he was struggling to get a fight, bro. We almost didn't fight. And there's a southpaw, but he fights at 130, right? And I fight at 122. So I was like, you know what? Let's meet in the middle, you know. And
Yep.
he was big. Homeboy was big, bro. Yeah. So we met at 126. But I made that way easily, you know. So it was good. And he was a tough dude, bro. Cause I was cracking him. I was cracking him to a point where like when you crack somebody, you could feel it go up your shoulder and stuff.
Uh-huh.
I was cracking him like that, and he was just eating them. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I learned a lot from that fight too. You know what I mean? He took my best shots, and I didn't panic or anything. You know, I was just okay. You know, I should, you know, and I started breaking him down towards the end with the body shots, which I probably should have been doing. You know, what I mean, I was, but focus
Yeah.
more on the body shots, which probably would have slowed him down and being broken down. But I still won every round, and I learned a lot because he was a southpaw. You know, we took
Mm-hmm.
that fight with the 1 week of preparation for southpaw work, so we didn't have no sparring. My brother and the coach's son were just sparring. You know, they just turned southpaw on me just so I could get that look, get familiar with that look. You know, so
Gotcha.
it's good. Yeah.
Yeah, and with the four rounders, it's tough to kind of get the knockout when you start going up in opposition, with the
Yeah,
elite
yeah, yeah,
level.
yeah,
So, do you think
yeah.
after this upcoming fight, you're gonna go to the 6 rounders?
Hopefully, but like I said, I feel like I've been ready. You know, I'm a very pro style where I kind of break it down, study. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm a very educated fighter. I'm not just go in there and throw hella punches. You know what I mean? I set them up. You know, but I'm always me and my coach and our management. We have a whole game plan. So I just follow the game plan and stick to whatever they say. You know,
Mhm.
I have the utmost belief in them. I know they know what they're doing. So I just stick to the game plan, stay in my lane, and put in work, bro. You know what I mean? I let my success do the talking.
Exactly, dude. Do the talk inside the ring.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. And then, what can you tell us about your next opponent, Philip Ramirez?
He's from Sacramento. I don't know much about him, but I know he's 5'3", so a little bit shorter than me. So we've been praying for that a lot. I actually been sparring with Rodolfo Molina, which was
Hmm.
my third opponent. You know,
Yep.
just because he's great weight, bro. You know, and he's about the same height, so he's been giving me that kind of look. And with Giovanni Gonzalez, you know,
Hmm.
short stock opponents, you know, so that's what we're expecting for, and we're ready to do whatever. If we got a box, we're in a box. If we gotta go in there and slug it out and make it ugly, we could go in there and make it ugly, you know. So we able to do whatever needs to be done to win.
That's what's up, man. So shout out to King Gio. Yeah,
Yes,
didn't he
sir.
do
Yes, sir.
bare knuckle fighting in his
Yeah,
first
that
fight?
boy crazy. Yeah. Woo. That boy.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's the homie, bro. Yeah. Yeah.
209 don't play.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And not looking past your upcoming opponent, but do you have a dream opponent in mind that you will want to share the ring with?
I mean, eventually, bro. I've been knowing this since I was like young, bro. I know maybe like like for like the last 3-4 years. I know I'm gonna fight Inoue in the future, bro. You know what I mean? 118, 122. Because
Yep.
I've been watching him since I was in the amateurs. You know what I mean? Because I've been told people, hey, that boy good. You know what I mean? Because I like his style. We have very similar style. You know what I mean? Well, I did back then. Now I could box a little bit more. You know, so but we both the same height, same reach, same everything. So that's a fight I've been mentally preparing for in my head for years now. You know, way before anybody even knew, when he was still fighting Japan, when nobody knew who the fuck he was. You know,
Right. It was
you
just still
know.
under
So
the
yeah,
radar.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
that fight would be fireworks.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And then, do you have a dream venue in mind that you want to headline?
Um, Not necessarily, but I do want to fight in Vegas just because it's Vegas. You know, and that's just you know. Yeah.
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 They say right,
The MGM.
the Mecca boxing at the
Yeah, the
MGM.
makeup boxing, bro. Hell yeah, you know, at the MGM Grand, you know, so it'd be cool. And it's gonna happen, bro. Last time I was in Vegas with some family, you know, cause I got uncle who lives out there. I
Mm-hmm.
just went over there and I just looked at. I'm like, I'm gonna fight here one day, bro. You know what I mean? I just know it, you know, and it's coming sooner than later. So I'm ready for it, bro.
100%, man. Like they say, man, you gotta
Yes, sir.
speak it, believe it, and then you receive it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And then, how do you prepare for your fights, Irving? Do you watch a lot of tape on your opponent, and do you kind of leave that up to your coach and just focus on you?
Um, a little bit of both. I couldn't really find any tape for this guy.
Mm-hmm.
But it don't matter because the game plan is still the same. We're gonna go in there and box, you know what I mean? And as you can see, I feint a lot, you know what I mean? Up and down, just because I'm kind of taking down information, you know what I mean? Like I'll feint
Mm-hmm.
you and see if you drop your hands. I move this way, move that way, just see if you try catch, if you try roll, you know. So I'm taking down all this information, you know. And then in the later rounds is when I kind of start picking up the pace, you know. I'm pot
Mm-hmm.
shotting you the first couple of rounds. Same thing in sparring. I kind of pot shot you, and then I kind of know what needs to be done. You know what I mean? Okay, you know the Tyson combo is gonna work really well on him because it's right there for it. So I kind of just leave that up to my coach for now. You know,
Mm-hmm.
he kind of lets me know. Oh, I really just need to know if he's a southpaw, you know, or he's
Right.
orthodox, or if he got a good left hook, you know, stuff like that. We need to prepare for.
Yep.
Yeah.
That makes sense. And then,
Yeah.
Irving, who's been the hardest puncher you've been in the ring with, either in sparring or in a pro fight?
I don't know, bro. That's a good question. I remember in the amateurs, I fought this one guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I felt like I beat him, right?
Yeah.
Right. And I mean, it got to the point where after they got, I got standing in the second round, and I boxed him the first round, right? So when he got announced as the winner, they kind of booed him out the whole place. So it's crazy, right? Right.
Uh-huh.
So I had another homie who was gonna fight him too. So he asked me about him, right? And he was like, "Does he hit hard?" And I was like, "Nah." I'm like, "Don't hit hard, right?" Because to me, he
Mm-hmm.
didn't hit hard. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. But but then he got knocked out cold in the amateurs. You know what I mean? So I was like, "Oh shit!" Well, he didn't hit hard to me. You know what I mean? So
Uh,
I don't know. You know what I mean? There's a couple good punchers who got heavy hands. You know what I mean? Like Giovanni, he's one of them.
mm-hmm.
Sack, he got a good Zachary Sam.
Mm-hmm.
He got a really good left hook, you know what I mean? But nothing that's ever been like, wow, this is crazy, you know what I mean? Because I feel like, you know, I got a big ass head, bro. So you know what I mean? As long as I see the punch, I can really mentally prepare for it, you know. Even growing up the way I did, bro, I took a bat to the head one time and just kind of
Oh
pissed me off
man.
more, you know. So
Uh-huh.
so I know,
Yeah.
you know, I got a big ass head, bro. You know what I mean? And hard head too, from what I heard. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you know, I still haven't found nobody who I'm like, oh my god, he gets hella hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rodolfo Molina, he's heavy handed too. You know, so but it's nothing that's like, you know, yeah.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Yeah.
And then, who was your favorite boxer growing up?
Hey, bro, I didn't really get to boxing until I was like 16, 17. I didn't even start watching footage till I was like 18, right? But now
Mm-hmm.
somebody that study a lot would be Pretty Boy Floyd and
Yeah.
Finito Lopez. You know me, so two of my favorite fighters. And you can see me fight with a mixture of both and Duran, you know me, just because his whole attitude is very similar to mine. Though I don't give a fuck you, you know me. So
Yeah.
so I got that same kind of attitude when I fight. Maybe not outside the ring, but inside the ring, that's a really hot thing, you know. So yeah.
All three
Duran.
are some great legends to to
Yeah,
learn
yeah,
from.
the inside fighting, you know, is beautiful, bro. Beautiful, you know.
I agree. I
Yeah.
agree. And then, bringing it to present day, who do you consider to be the number one pound for pound fighter today?
That's a good question. That's a good question. It's a couple, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, right now, I feel like it's between Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford or Usyk, just
Yep.
because Usyk has a great resume that people tend to overlook. You know, but boxing is on the rise right now. It's beautiful. Everybody's fighting each other for the most part. You know, not Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence. That's a fight we're still waiting to see. You know, and
Yeah.
Usyk. You know, I didn't think Usyk was gonna do well on the heavyweight just because he's too small, in my opinion, right? But he
Mm-hmm.
surprised me. You know, I was like, damn. You know what I mean? And then you know, he has he has one of the belts right now. So that's crazy, bro. You know, it's because he's like arguably him and Evander Holyfield are probably the best cruiserweights ever, you know. But
Mm-hmm.
he's also making a name for himself in the heavyweight division, you know. And
Yep.
he's never found his hometown. He's been to every champion's hometown and beat them, you know. So that's you just can't deny that, you know. That's greatness. Yeah,
I,
yeah,
I agree, and I gotta give respect for Usyk because it seemed, at least from what we saw through the social media, that he was
yeah,
like
yeah,
gonna try to make the fight with Tyson Fury
yeah, yeah,
happen. Like he's
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
take
You see it?
30% and go to
Yeah, yeah,
Fury's hometown. But I just
yeah,
read today that I guess the negotiations fell apart, so we're not gonna get that
yeah, yeah, yeah. I
undisputed
know.
fight,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
yeah, yeah. And who
But
you got between Usyk and Wilder, bro?
using
If they
Wilder,
fight,
whew, and I love Wilder's power. I think he's always in a fight because of it. Um,
yeah,
but man, I think Usyk will probably outbox him.
yeah, yeah.
I
It's
think I got
good, right? Yeah,
Usyk. It's
yeah.
a good one though.
Right? Yeah, yeah, that's a good one. Just because Wilder said this, right? He said they gotta be perfect for 12 rounds. I
Mm-hmm.
gotta be perfect for 2 seconds. You know what I mean? So, because he
It's
got that
real
right
talk.
hand, bro. You know, he got that eraser. You can make as many mistakes or get as you want, but he got that right hand. You see how he knocked out his last opponent? Which is kind of
Mm-hmm.
like a slap. You know what I mean? I was like, it's crazy. That's some God given power. You know, that's crazy. Yeah,
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 because
yeah,
that's 100% right. Because like Wilder is always gonna be in the fight with his power. He's never
yeah,
gonna be
yeah,
out of the fight.
yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah, and I guess if Usyk his fight's perfect, which I think he can,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
I see it. But
Yeah, yeah,
man,
yeah,
I,
that's a crazy fight.
that's a crazy
Yeah,
fight,
yeah,
man. Crazy
yeah,
fight.
yeah.
And on that topic, I think our next segment's actually kind of what we call the fans corner, is where I'm going to give you a couple of fights that are up and coming or rumored, and you let me know
Uh-huh.
who's going to win.
Oh
And
yeah, yeah. I
the
got
first
you.
the first one I want to ask you about is the one that happened in Las Vegas this Saturday. David Navides, Caleb Plant. How do you see that?
Benavides, bro. Benavides. I got Benavides. You
You
know what I mean?
you think he's going to get that knockout?
I think so, bro. I
Hmm.
really believe so. Just because like Plant sometimes tends to gas out, you know, in the
Hmm.
later rounds, and Benavides got beautiful combinations. But you know, I mean, you could never count Benavides out. I mean, Plant out because look what he did to his last opponent. Was it Darrell? I mean, just
Yeah,
knocked
Anthony
him out
Darrell.
cold. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Benavidez just kind of fight with his right hand down. You know what I mean? Kind of open for a left hook, but we'll see how it goes. But I got Benavidez. I give Benavidez a slight edge in the later
Yeah,
rounds by
yeah,
KO.
and
Yeah,
Plant did good against Canelo too. Like he was in that
yeah,
fight
yeah. Until you got tired. You know what I mean?
until he
Yeah,
got
yeah.
tired.
So
That's the
you know what I
key.
mean? Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
All
everybody's
right.
good when they're not tired. You know?
I
Yeah, yeah.
hear you. I hear you. Next one I want
Yeah,
to ask you
and
about.
Benavidez looking sharp right now. He's
Oh,
out
he
there hella
is.
cut too. Yeah, I was like I ain't
He's
never
looking.
seen him with a 6 pack before. Yeah, yeah.
That's how much he doesn't like Caleb Plant. He
Yeah,
went the extra mile for
yeah,
training.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So another fighters that don't like each other. April 22nd, Las Vegas. Gervonta Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia.
That's a great fight, bro. Like I said, a lot of people I think are overlooking Ryan Garcia. You know what I mean? They
Mhm.
think Tank is just gonna roll him over, but I don't. I still got Tank winning, give him the slight edge just because he got some more experience. But you know, Garcia has that left foot, and you can count that out. You know what I mean?
Left
And
hook.
that
Got
left
the
foot, he
height.
just yeah, he got the height and he got great distance too. He knows his range. He knows how to fight from it. You know what I mean? But I truly believe that Ryan Garcia just has to knock him out in the early rounds for him in order to win because of course Tank is a slow starter. You know, but so if it goes to the later rounds, I do got Tank winning by KO in the later rounds or Ryan Garcia by KO in the early rounds. You know,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Next one I want to ask you about. This one just got announced recently. It's Venado Lopez versus Michael Collin.
I think that's a horrible fight for Michael Coleman, bro. You know what I mean? Because he can't really crack like that. So
Mm-hmm.
and Bernardo got chin, bro. You know, so he could just straight up walk him down, and that constant pressure is gonna get you tired. And that's what happened to Coleman in his last fight when he fought the other guy in England. We got knocked down the
Yeah,
later
Lee
round.
Wood. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Lee Wood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know, so I don't know. I don't think that's a good fight for Colin, but we'll see. We'll see. You know what I mean? But I think it's a great fight for Bernardo. You know,
Agreed. And then how do you see Josh Taylor versus Teofimo Lopez
at 140, right?
at 140? Mm-hmm.
140. Uh, not Teofimo Lopez. I'll tell you that. You know, Josh. Yeah, Josh Taylor, bro.
Josh
Just
Taylor.
because people forget about his resume, he's
Mm-hmm.
beat like back to back undefeated fighters. You
Yeah,
know,
he got
and
Regis Prograis, Jose
yeah,
Ramirez.
yes, sir. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and people tend to overlook that, but he has a lot of experience, a lot more than Teofimo does. So and he's at 140. Maybe he can't. We'll see if the weight affects him because he can't make 140 no more. But
Mm-hmm.
we'll see if the weight affects him in any way. But if everything goes the way it should be, I got Josh Taylor beating him.
All righty. All right. Well, coming back to you, what are some things you like to do outside of boxing? What are some of your interests and hobbies?
Uh, hobby, man, bro. My whole life revolves around boxing, bro. I don't really got no hobbies. I like to eat, maybe. You know what I mean? That's a hobby. I like to eat
Yeah.
good food. You know what I mean? But besides
Mm-hmm.
that, bro, I'm all in. You know, on some Marvin Hagler shit. You know, like you cut
Mm-hmm.
my head open, it's just a big boxing glove. You know what I mean? You watch my YouTube, it's all nothing but fights. You go on my Twitter, it's nothing but fights. You go on my Instagram, bunch of boxing pages, boxing history, all of that. You know what I mean? I love this shit.
We gotta get you a sponsorship from No Boxing No Life.
No, yeah, hell yeah. Let
Yeah.
me know, bro. That's how it is, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I feel it. I feel
Yeah,
it. And
yeah.
then what's the best piece of advice you would give someone that's thinking about, going pro in boxing and making a career out of it?
Um, Man, that's hard, bro. It's hard. Yeah, but you gotta have the right team around you and the right people around you. You know, because there's a lot of distractions in boxing. So you gotta make sure you got the right people and the right team around you who are gonna move you right,
Hmm.
who believe on you, who are gonna put money behind you. And you also gotta have the talent. You know what I mean? Like you can have the right team, but you got the talent or the will or the skill. It don't really matter. You know, but also just keeping the right people around you. Make sure you just keep the right people around you, both inside the ring and especially outside the ring. You know, that's the main thing. Stay focused. Keep the right people around you. That's my goal.
That's great advice, especially about the team and the people you keep around you. Because I know
Yeah,
sometimes, if you got nothing but yes man, you get exposed.
yeah.
You
You
know,
know what I mean? Yeah.
100%. And then the final question I got for you, Irving, is it's not really a question. It's more so kind of opening up the floor. What's the message you want to send to your fans and supporters?
Um, first of all, I want to thank you guys for always supporting me, always believing in me. And don't miss out, bro, cause we coming hard. You know, like we're gonna. I'm excited, bro, for this fight. I'm really ready to take myself to the next level. You know, and I plan to showcase that in this fight. So don't miss out. April 1st, baby, Sacramento.
April
Yeah.
1st, man. Get your tickets, make the drive. You
Yes,
don't want to
sir.
miss it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And everybody go ahead and give Irving a follow. It's at Irving Xilohua 209 on Instagram. And Irving, just want to thank you for your time, man. It was great to talk
Yes, sir.
boxing and
Yes, sir.
get to know you
Thank you.
better.
Thank you. Hell yeah. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
No problem, man. We'll be in touch, champ.
Yes, sir. I'll see you then.
I'll
Be
see you.
safe,
All
bro.
right. You too. Be safe.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes,
Later.
sir. Later.